to the beautiful North Tonawanda Wastewater Treatment Plant. I'm Bill Conrad, Assemblyman, 140th District. I've been looking forward to making this announcement since I last visited this plant a month ago. Superintendent Kupsel,
That's all right.
and his team told me and basically plainly showed me that their facility was falling apart and faster than the city could afford to fix it. Their advocacy to me made it clear that something needed to be done. I immediately went to work ensuring that to secure funding for North Tonawanda's wastewater treatment plant, a vital component of the city's vital infrastructure, as it keeps basements dry and the Niagara River clean. I'm happy to share that the 2022 and 2023 state budget has included $5 million for funding for repairs that are much needed here at this plant. This is a huge win for North Tonawanda and also for the environment. As a first-term assembly member, these types of things don't happen. But for the city of North Tonawanda, for its residents and the environment, it's a big win, and I was happy to be a part of that process. It's also a testament to the work here of the personnel, the staff, the mayor, and the city council about their advocacy here for North Tonawanda. And it's proof that government partners work together on a common goal. Citizens and taxpayers win. I thank the governor, the Assembly Speaker Hasty, Senate President Andrea Stewart-Cousins for supporting this funding in the state budget, and my colleagues in the legislature who voted in favor. I also thank the members of the North Tonawanda Common Council, Joe Levy's here from them, who are joining us today with this celebration. Their advocacy added to this help. And they also too need to be recognized here to help begin this project and the work that needs to be addressed in front of them. Wastewater management isn't just a partisan issue. At this moment, it's a celebration of collaborative leadership and sensible, well-adjusted use of public appropriations. Money that will get used to help put this plant back in good working condition and spare the city's taxpayers the added full weight of the cost. On that note, this is just not a huge win for me, but also for a new term, Mayor Ailing, and I'll pass it off to you.
Thank you, Bill. So to keep it simple, from the city of North Tonawanda, we would like to sincerely thank Assemblyman Conrad, the governor, and other members of New York State government for assisting the city of North Tonawanda. This $5 million will be used for numerous repairs to ensure there's no leakage into the Niagara River and reduce flooding for all of our residents. In addition, our superintendent, Jason Kupsel, and his department, like Don Alessi here, will continue to work diligently to capital plan for the future and keep our plant functioning properly. These funds will be a significant cushion to reduce future tax burdens on our residents, and it shows when you work with your partners in government, progress is made for the benefit of all our community members. So a sincere thank you again to Assemblyman Conrad and the state. And I'd like to pass it along to our Superintendent, Jason Kupsel, for a few words.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank Assemblyman Conrad and Mayor Ailing and our City Common Council for all their hard work getting the $5 million for the North Tonawanda Wastewater Treatment Plant it's needed for all the repairs that we have at this plant. It's been a number of years to get to the shape that we're in, but we're looking forward to see what we're able to do with this money, along with working with the DEC for future grants to fix our processes here. With our team, myself, Don Alessi, our Chief Operator, Dave Worth, our Senior Operator, we're looking to greatly improve this plant in the next couple years. And again, thank you to everybody involved. Thank you to the state of New York for helping us out in this time of need.
All right. Thank you.
Any questions? Jason Kupsel? Jason Kupsel? Koepsell. Superintendent.
Thank you. Mark, any questions?
So our first project here is we do have some capital bond money where we're going to get the studies needed for the pipe repairs and also our digester repairs. That will apply us for grant funding, and then we can reach out to the DEC to start using some of this money. We're hoping to have this started by later this year or early next year.
From what?
This plant was built in 1978 and came online in 1981.
Unfortunately, it's about an 8-month lead time for any work like this right now because of supply chain issues and also the need for engineering reports. So there's always this time delay, and that's why this was so urgent to get this money now.
The biggest problems we had, this pipe above us here is rotted at the top. We have hydrogen sulfide from sewer treatment that rots away steel piping. So these pipes all will have to be replaced, 30-inch diameter pipes. As Assemblyman Conrad said, it's difficult these days to get pipes in a timely fashion due to supply chain, so they won't happen overnight. Additional to that, we had a primary anaerobic digester that failed in 2020 that needs to be replaced. And then on top of that, there's some electrical work and pump issues.
Well, the digester, when it leaked,
Yeah.
is about 3 to 5 inches away from the river.
Yes.
Raw sewage, and they have 2 digesters here.
Yeah.
One went down. They only have one operating, and it needs to be serviced every 7 years roughly.
5 to 7.
And they've not been able to do that because they only have the one.
Right.
So we're looking at another issue that could turn into another leak into the water. There's also a battery I keep saying battery backup, but there's a backup issue with electrical here for the main pumps where they don't have one. So if there's a power failure, or like when we have these terrible storms, the only plan is to open up the gates and let it go right out into the river. Or it goes into people's basements. You've got to have a backup. And they don't have it. It's an older pump. They know they need to replace it. It's part of their plan, but we got to get this moving quicker before something terrible happens. We're trying to avoid that.
As the Assemblyman said, most of the equipment here is original from the 1978 plant. We have storm pumps down at the other end of the plant that are 40 and 55 million gallon pumps. Whenever there is a storm here, we use those pumps on a regular basis. There is no backup power for those pumps. That's a future project that we would like to do, is replace those pumps that are original and have backup power on them to prevent backups into the city. Also, our primary anaerobic digester, as he said, some of the pictures that were sent out during this process, when we had the failure, sludge was about 3 to 4 feet away from the river. We want to replace that digester so that's never a case again.
Good. Thank you, Mark.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Good job.